It's been called the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. Nearly 80% of Yemen's population is food insecure, millions are teetering on the edge of famine. The situation, described as critical for nearly 2 years, has grown even worse since early November, when Saudi Arabia enacted a near-complete blockade on its borders with Yemen, making it nearly impossible for anyone to import food, water and medical supplies from Saudi Arabia. Save the Children estimates that at least 130 children a day are dying in the war-torn country as a result of extreme hunger and disease. How did things get so bad? It's a complicated story, one that involves warring regional superpowers, terrorism, oil and an impending climate catastrophe. But in some ways, it's also a simple one. Lots of people outside of Yemen are fighting for control and influence. And lots of the people within the country are paying the price. Like many conflicts in the Middle East, Yemen's struggle started with the Arab Spring. In November 2011, after protests, the country's longtime dictator Ali Abdullah Saleh agreed to hand power to his deputy, Abed Rabo Mansur al-Adi. At the time, Saleh's ousting was seen as a victory for democracy. But over the next couple of years, Adi struggled to lead effectively. The country was plagued with unemployment, food insecurity and corruption. Its people also faced attacks from the Al-Qaeda affiliate based in Yemen. Adi also struggled with a skeptical army. Many top lieutenants had remained loyal to Saleh, and a separatist movement in the south. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. The Houthi rebel group, which supports the country's Shia minority, took advantage of Houthis weaknesses. The group staged a coup, taking control of the country's north. Many Yemenis supported the Houthi, at least initially. They were frustrated by the government's weakness. When the Houthi decided to take control of the Yemeni capital of Sana'a, thousands of civilians pitched in, setting up street camps and roadblocks. By January 2016, the Houthi controlled Sana'a, and Adi escaped to the port city of Aden. Yemen's northern neighbor watched warily as the Houthi took over. Saudi Arabia is Sunni, and they were leery of allowing a Shiite group to gain control of a border country, particularly one allied with their enemy Iran. Quickly Saudi Arabia teamed up with 8 other Sunni Arab states to try to beat the group back and restore Adi to power. Over the next 2 years, the coalition launched an extensive airstrike campaign. Thousands of bombs have been dropped, many have hit and killed civilians. According to research data, out of about 750 of those attacks 231 hit military sites and 331 struck residential areas. Schools were hit in 39 attacks, the data showed. According to one report from the United Nations, at least 10,000 Yemenis have been killed in the violence, 40,000 more have been injured. The airstrikes haven't resulted in much progress. Government forces were able to retake Aden, but only after a fierce, 4-month battle that left hundreds dead.